combined faith of um, the people who loved me, who kept praying for me while on that journey, because honestly, it was a very difficult journey. And also for my quest and my search for knowledge and education while on that journey. Um, so I'll tell you a bit about my journey, and then so we can go on to other things. I was first diagnosed with this, I think around in my mid-20s was when I was first told that I was first diagnosed with it. Around maybe 27 or so, I was first told, and I was told not to worry about it and it was going to be okay. It's not that big of an issue to worry about. And so for me, I just went about my business. I just went about my life. But as I grew older and I got married, and all of a sudden I was having a number of miscarriages, and I was like, what is going on? I had quite a number actually. And the first time I had a consultant who then I'd moved here because I grew up in Nigeria, and so I moved here maybe in my 20s, about 20. I think 26 or 7. Anyway, so I was told, oh, you've got fibroids, and so what's happening is every time you're pregnant, the fetus and the fibroid are contesting for survival. So whoever wins is who stays. So your baby's been, you've been losing the pregnancies because the fetus is not winning. Is the fibroid winning over them? So I started saying, oh, so what am I going to do about this? I'm married, I want to have children. Anyway, to progress on, I got to a point where, as a believer, I started praying like, okay, God, this battle that the fibroids and fetus are having, the next one, I need the fetus to win, this battle. Anyway, so we got on, and at some point, I was scheduled to have a myomectomy, or that's what it's called, to just remove some of the fibroids. Anyway, and when I was doing the pre-op was when it was discovered that I was pregnant again. So I started praying that prayer again, and I was praying about, okay, God, I want my baby to win over this fibroid. And God was gracious to me. That happened, and I had my daughter. I give glory to God. My daughter is going to be 16 next month, in 2 months. But in between as well, nothing has changed after that. I had, I think, two or three more miscarriages in between before I had another child. And one of it was actually really bad because I think it was really advanced, and I was really upset and I was angry. I put on a lot of weight, which is why I have not been able to move the weight since then. But honestly, it was just also not affecting my physical body, it was affecting my mental body. And as I grew on the journey of fibroids, and I realized, okay, what is my solution? I was managing it, heavy flow. I thought, okay, it was not something I couldn't handle. But I went on about it, and all of a sudden, fast forward to 2 years ago, and I just started bleeding heavily from nowhere. I was bleeding continuously for 2 whole years. If I had break in between those 2 years, maybe give and take 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks wasn't at a stretch. It was just maybe 2 days here, 3 days here. And I did not have a good quality of life. And it was really bad. And I honestly almost got into a depression. And I just thought, life shouldn't be like this. There should be more to life. Life can be better than just living through bleeding. But also, which is part of why this, got started. Number one, I wasn't educated enough to know, or I wasn't informed enough to know, about my condition, and to also seek help, to get support. And so anyway, with the heavy blood flow and all kind of things was happening to me in that 2 years. And I had to seek advice. I have a few good friends who are also trusted on this charity, who are GPs, who's helped me along the journey, and just trying to find a solution. Anyway, eventually I was confronted with my options, and I had a few options, to choose from. But some of the options was never here or there because there's no guarantee that the fibroids will come back. Anyway, so I chose the option of hysterectomy. So when I chose the option of hysterectomy, at some point I was scared. I was looking for a support network. I was looking for a support system where, I could get help. But there was none. Nothing was out there. And I was desperate. Bless my husband. He was searching, he was looking for stuff just to help me because I was afraid and I needed someone to kind of hold my hand and say, you know what? Okay, I've had it. I've been through it. But there was no one. One thing, apart from people praying with me and all of that, one thing that helped me was video. A lady, she's joining us today, to also share her story, was something I just saw on, my husband found on the internet, on the YouTube interview that she had. And she talked about a bit about her journey, and her life after a procedure. And that was the only thing that I had, to hold on to go into my surgery. But I was scared. And after that, I had a whole lot of complication as well after the surgery. And this was birthed in the room of my gynecologist, because I sat there after 3 weeks of all kinds of things. I was almost having a second procedure after the first procedure. And we sat in there and I said to her, why is there no help anywhere? Why is there no support network? And she said to me, look, I've been a consultant for many years, and it is something that's in my heart to do, but I haven't got the time. But if you have the time, if you can drive it, I'm going to give you the support. And for me, that was the key. I was like, okay, women need support. And the only reason why we came to that conclusion was because I had complications after the procedure, and we sat in that room, and she told me she'd done 14 or 15 other procedures in 3 weeks. I said, so if you've done that many in 3 weeks, how many have you done in 3 months? How many have you done in a year? So that means there's a lot of women who are going through this feminine issues, be it fibroid, be it endometriosis, all kinds of things. But why is nobody talking? Why is no one helping the other woman? And so this was birthed, and we're here today. And quickly, I'll tell you what we're about. So we are a support group to encourage conversation and proffer solutions concerning the issues that women have, health issues, including fibroid, endometriosis, doing your myomectomy, hysterectomy, whatever it is, whatever treatment that you're going through, and just talk about healthy lifestyle. It's a platform where we want women to come and be able to speak up, share their experiences, but also to get support. The peer-to-peer kind of support where we can create awareness, get advice and education, the ones that I didn't know, because I've migrated from Africa. I didn't get that kind of information and knowledge compared to a few, not a lot, but a few other ones who were born here, who grew up. I met someone who was here, who was born here, but she was aware from about the age of 14 about her condition, and she got help. From then, she had a consultant who was helping her to manage, the condition. So she knew what to eat and what not to eat, and she doesn't eat the things that she shouldn't eat. So this is just a community to provide support, to just discuss relevant things, help women, is affecting mental health, honestly, and also more than anything else, to address some of the cultural biases, and the ones that are conscious or unconscious, and also to just demystify all the myths around how, it's a taboo to talk about some things. If you need help, we need to speak up so we can get the help that we need, and so this is what we're all about. Our strategy is to have a quarterly meeting, Zoom meeting, because we're looking to reach not just United Kingdom, but Africa, Asia, and USA. So, but also with that quarterly meeting, we'll have monthly team meeting in the different selected venues in the different regional areas, to just kind of create this awareness, have the hand-holding peer-to-peer support system, educate and inform, women about what's going on and how we can do things differently. Also, we have a support hub, which is on WhatsApp and Instagram, just to kind of engage and share stuff and help women. And this also kind of leads to a Q&A session that we do every other Thursday on Instagram. We bring a professional, you submit your questions in advance, and just get help, just get signposted, get the support. If you have any questions, things that you haven't been able to, ask people, or ask anyone who's looking after you, your physician. I mean, you can come without being ashamed, without being embarrassed. It's a safe place where we can just talk and help each other. And that's our heart. Also, is our mission really is to speak for the disfranchised, those who feel like they don't belong, who feel powerless, and so that's some of the things we're looking to do. And we thank you for joining us today to come and hear what we have to say and how we what other plans we have to progress with this. But I just say thank you and welcome everyone.